to see.
What?
A group of Cerberus scientists cut ties and fled. Perhaps they finally realized they were on the wrong side. We don't know what they were researching, but they were among the Elusive Man's top scientists. They could help build the Crucible.
Maybe we could recruit them. Lots of Cerberus people think they're doing the right thing. I know I did.
And you were right, Commander. Whatever crimes Cerberus is committing now, I was on my side.
Yo, what a tie-in.
Really?
My God.
I mentioned growing up in the Terminus.
Right, we did remember that.
I was visiting my family at home. While the Alliance was running studies, you were saving me and my family.
Has the Alliance tried to make contact with the scientists?
They've been unable to find them, but they're searching. As is Cerberus. I've been monitoring Cerberus communications. I've charted signal frequency from various Cerberus cells by location and cross-referenced known ship movements.
You found them?
I believe so, yes.
Nice work. Put it on the map and I'll give it a look.
It's on the map now, Commander. Thanks.
No, thank you.
Commander?
Alright then. Game night. Defecting service engineers are sent to me. Just go ahead. Jack, we are at the bar. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, let's just read all these. Rex and Eve are making babies. Well, Bakara is making babies. Your agreeable decision. Up your style dress. And we have Kai Lang's dossier. And we can now do the priority. We can now do the Citadel DLC if we want to, but that's going to be waiting until much later. So. Actually, where are you, Caden? Yeah, Starboard Station. Alright. Perfectly fine. So, what's going on, everyone at YouTube? This is Very Mellow Man, and welcome to episode 13 of the...
Shepard. Hell of a day. Udina loses his mind. The Citadel almost falls.
Welcome to episode 13 of the Mass Effect 3 Legendary Edition Let's Play. As you already heard, we just did the Citadel coup, and we had to kill Dina.
The trigger.
Absolutely not.
I don't see how. We start killing our friends and war turns into murder.
But it doesn't always give us the easy way out, does it? At least Caden didn't have to join Ash.
Let's hope she's looking out for us. This was her fight too.
Also,
Good to have Caden back. We can always use a friendly gun.
and it's good to see that Garrus doesn't hold Horizon against Caden either. That's the important part. Now we have the Zeus Hope colonists to join us too. Sweet.
All seems so calm from here. There are people going through hell in a million different ways.
that by reminding you
these characters
are real.
And I want to be fighting alongside them, but I want to be here. You know?
Sure. Thinking of anyone specific?
I heard from my mom, Shepard. My dad is, he's MIA. He's presumed.
I feel for you, Caden.
Yeah,
And I'm glad...
Caden, I'm glad you have any parents out there. We need to understand and trust each other and lean on each other's shoulders when times get rough.
I don't know how you do it, Shepard. Keeping it all together like you do. Earth is always in the back of my mind.
So use it. That's how I cope. I think about how Earth looked. And how it's gonna look when we get back. Guns blazing. The whole galaxy behind us.
Yeah. And my students, well, whatever they are, I know they're kicking ass. On Earth or somewhere. You know, when this war is over, there's gonna be one hell of a reunion party.
Hell yeah.
Dancing in the streets, hugging and crying. My mom's always wanted to travel off planet. I think I'll take her. Thanks for coming by.
Good to have you back, Caden.
And I mean that. Reeve.
Hey, I bumped into Edie in the hall. Scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, that was her.
She looks good, though.
Caden is bisexual in this game. So, he still has, you know, the ability to be romanced by a female shepherd. He's not suddenly only for men, just in case you misunderstood what I meant a few episodes ago.
Getting settled?
Not much to unpack. Left Earth in a hurry. Just the clothes on my back and a few things I've picked up on the Citadel. Kinda like it. Living lean.
Yeah. Alright. Need to talk to Shockwest one last time, then we'll get to...
May I speak with you, Commander? Commander, an opportunity has come to my attention that may interest you.
What's going on, Doctor?
Refugees arrived at the Citadel recently in possession of military-grade medical supplies and equipment. In reviewing our inventories, I determined we have an excess of medical supplies to treat contagion, exposure, and malnutrition.
They're equipped to help injured soldiers, and we have supplies to help suffering refugees?
Precisely. Perhaps you could ply your charms to broker a trade.
I'll find the refugees as soon as I can.
Speak with Tactus. Many of the refugees near the Citadel docks look to him for leadership. Thank you, Commander. With access to their equipment and materials, I believe I could increase the effectiveness of our Medijob.
Alright then. What I want to do now is talk to James, because he wanted me to talk to him. And we'll do that talking.
Hey, Commander. I knew Udina was a dirty bastard, but I never would have guessed he was that rotten. This whole war is loco. I mean, can't they all see how we need to work together?
When people are scared, they're slow to trust.
Sure, but... what's the point? Look, just so you know, I've got a new shoot first, ask questions later policy when it comes to politicians.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I don't blame you for that. Alright. Now, seriously, you've noticed the title of this episode at this point. So, no more putting it off. We have Caden back with us. And that's why I feel comfortable. Are you serious? Yeah, Anderson can wait. Are you serious? We can wait. We're not playing this up anymore. We have to retrieve a Prothean artifact. Fuck yeah. Most people rush to do this DLC the second they get the chance to when they play Mass Effect 3, but the reason they don't shields, power damage, weapon damage, or power recharge speed. Now see, since Kane's a Sentinel, his 4 outfits all focus on different aspects of Sentinel combat, which is why so many of them look like this. That looks a little dirty for him. But yeah, let's do this one, why not? I think the power damage, no. Power damage only really matters if they have that with them. Sure. They are still using the hurricane. Cool. Okie dokie. Shield damage. Shields and barrier damage is now doubled. Awesome. Warp, we're going to get... Okay. I think stasis sets up prime detonators. That's the thing. Barrier, though. Let's see. Decrease damage taken. Yeah, let's do that. Force up there. Increase shield generation rate. Increase damage with force. Sure. Reduce recharge speed penalty. Yes. Recharge speed 16 seconds. It's probably 6%. This is now 30%. Reeve has a 12-second cooldown. Damage and duration. Okay. Sorry, it's just with Caden, he can get pretty tanky if you know what you're doing, so.
Eden Prime. This is where it all began. Where the Prothean beacon gave you the vision that warned us about the Reapers.
We lost a lot of good people when Saren and the Geth hit this place.
Yes. And now, with Cerberus here, Eden Prime's colonists are under attack again.
Seems like more than just 3 years ago.
A lot of memories here. Jenkins and that damn Geth recon drone.
And Nihilus.
Guess we've got a lot of people to remember down here. Even if we're not fighting Geth this time.
Not a lot of other people have had my back from the beginning. Thanks for coming.
I wasn't gonna miss this one.
No, you weren't. Most people hold off.
Cerberus hit Eden Prime.
Most people wouldn't think of taking Caden here specifically, so.
There are survivors elsewhere on the colony, but they killed everyone near the dig site.
We're gonna help Eden Prime again, damn it. We're gonna help everyone Eden Prime again.
Did what it could to evacuate colonists, but Cerberus came in so quickly.
If we find survivors, we'll do what we can. What about this artifact? Any idea whether it's part of the Crucible?
The Alliance didn't get
Why
any
is it-
specifics about what Cerberus has uncovered.
There.
Since the original dig
What?
site here contained a warning about the Reapers, it could be connected to the Crucible.
I'm bringing you in as close to the dig site as I can. No way we'll avoid detection, but you should have a few minutes.
Appreciate it.
All part of the service, Commander.
All right, everyone. Get ready to move.
Huh. I see.
With luck, we can get to the dig site before Cerberus knows we're here.
Let's go.
It's deserted.
Come on, let's see if we can find the dig site.
This was a beautiful colony once.
Colonists came back after Saren and the Geth attacked. They'll come back again.
The city on Earth where I grew up was hard and dirty. I can see it as a war zone. Eden Prime doesn't deserve this.
Nobody does.
And that's why I picked this Earthborn Shepherd. Like, an Earthborn Shepherd would care about the game's focus on Earth, specifically. even if their memories are less than pleasant.
Shepard, this Cerberus data could help the colonists still alive on other parts of Eden Prime.
How?
I can get this intel to Eden Prime's resistance.
There's the elevator down to the dig site.
Good.
Oh,
Now
alright.
we can find out what they've discovered. Goddess, that doesn't seem possible. It's not a Prothean artifact, it's... a Prothean.
You mean like those bodies we found back on Ilos?
Yes, but this Prothean is still alive.
You're right. That doesn't sound possible.
You saw Prothean stasis chambers in the archives on Ilos. The only reason those failed was a lack of power. Cerberus found this in an underground bunker. It still has power. He's been in stasis for the past 50,000 years, waiting for us. Think of what we could learn.
What can you tell me about the Protheans? The people, not the technology.
Yeah,
Given your experience with the Prothean cipher, you probably know as much about them as I do.
that's a really good point. It's a shame that the franchise doesn't really pay that much attention to the Prothean cipher, all that.
Like when the Solarians brought the Krogan out of the Stone Age.
Yes. Judging by the dig sites like the Prothean Archive on Mars or here on Eden Prime, the Protheans wanted other species to learn. It's clear that they prize knowledge, growth, and cooperation with the rest of the galaxy.
Oh man.
The way you describe them, they sound a lot like the Asari.
I wonder
Their culture with my own
why they sound so much like the
Whatever
Asari.
were, finding one alive represents an incredible opportunity.
Good thing we brought our Prothean expert.
I hope I can help. If this single Prothean was sent into stasis, he could be the foremost scientist of his time, or perhaps the wisest counselor. Cerberus damaged the life pod when they excavated it. The life signs are unstable.
Then let's get him out of there.
No, breaking open the pod would kill him. We have to find the command signal that ends the stasis mode. We also need to figure out how to physically open the pod without doing more damage. Cerberus took over the labs nearby to research what they found at the dig site. That's likely our best bet. There they are!
Alright. Okay, let's do this. Okie dokie. Hey, get up there. Close quarters combat. See, playing the original Eden Prime theme on Eden Prime is fine.
More intel to help the colonists. The more we find, the better chance they'll have.
Yeah, that's a little side quest you can do when you land on Eden Prime specifically. Get the Eden Prime War asset. That's a thing, and collect the... Now I deal double damage to shield and barriers, so it's pretty unavoidable for me to, like...
I'm on it!
What are you firing at inside? I'll take care of it when I get around to it. Oh. Oh, someone's inside. Okay.
found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to figure out how to...
Oh my god. Okay. Remember, there's a certain sequence I like to do this in because of the way the information is given to me, but I really can't be bothered to remember certain things like that right now. I kind of quite like that one. That's clever. Exactly, yeah. Right. It's weird, but it's also kind of weird. Yeah.
Victor, field of ocean. Acknowledged. How many have we lost?
Reaper forces have destroyed approximately 300,000 life pods.
Not Vigil, but someone called Victory. Look at this. Listen to this. These awesome accents there.
Alert.
Authentic Nigerian.
Hostiles detected. Then all forces to the north.
I think I can duplicate that to open the life pod.
You understood that?
You didn't?
No. All I saw was static. Cerberus was trying to make sense of it without success. The Prothean cipher you received on Pharaohs, it lets you see the images as a Prothean would, and understand their language.
Whatever it does, I saw the video. And how they sealed the life pods.
Perfect. Then we just need the signal they used to activate stasis mode.
The cipher, like, if Shepard and Liara had combined Liara's knowledge of Prothean history with Shepard's ability to use the cipher's information and use that as a basis for Mass Effect 2's plot, we wouldn't really be in the situation where 3 was needed to introduce the Crucible from the word go. But then Mass Effect 2, as fun of a game as it is, had a lot of issues with the plot that several people...
They were gunned down while having drinks and watching the game.
I'd rather be fighting through a Cerberus base. This was somebody's home.
It's just one more thing Cerberus has to pay for. Yeah.
There. That lab found footage of the Protheans. Cerberus is studying it to find the stasis deactivation signal.
Now we know where to go next, but I still want to explore it because there's actually fun going back and looking through how Master 3 updated the look for Eden Prime. Jeez. Alright. So yeah, that's a common criticism I've had of Master 2 for years, but specifically the idea of combining Liara and Shepard's unique Prothean information as the basis of the plot is something that was really only this year and the year before. That's basically been the general idea behind those types of criticisms.
I never thought our empire would fall.
It won't. We will sleep here until the Reapers return to dock space. Then we will rise, 1,000,000 strong.
For the empire.
For the Empire. Get to your stasis pod.
Oh, man. That Prothean is not going to make it.
Victory. Broadcast the stasis readiness signal to all lifeboats.
And the refugees who have yet to reach the bunker.
Their sacrifice will be honored in the coming Empire.
Yeah. Empire. The fact that he keeps saying, oh, collectors. The first husk.
You understood that one too?
Yeah. I've got the signal the Protheans use to activate stasis mode.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod. Backup forces are here.
Stasis pods, right. We'll get those godforsaken stasis pods. Oh, what's up? What's up? No! I couldn't dodge roll enough.
Yeah. I've got the signal the Protheans use to activate stasis mode.
Excellent. Then we have everything we need to open the pod. Backup forces are here. Got it.
No! That was such a good run, too. But yeah, the reason I'm using the Blood Dragon armor is to boost my shields up and give me 10% bonus power recharge speed.
Backup forces are here. Got it.
Alright, I have Liara's stasis. I should actually use that. Nope, doesn't work.
I'm on it. Right away.
Who dare you? Who are you, sir?
We'll need to find an override to extend the bridge.
No time. Let's find another way across.
Okay. Right to the pod, of course. Okay. So, back through here. Then we'll go up here. Dang it. Protheans. So, Protheans Empire. The pieces are starting to fit together. How the Protheans were largely this big, widespread empire is not a word you use lightly. It's not. Specific connotations, special connotations. There's something about how they were created, something about how they operate that basically is the best explanation for why they were the way they are. And it absolutely ties into what Mass Effect does with not judging species by first appearances or stereotypes. But we'll get more into that when we actually get our Prothean friend. We actually get to our Prothean friend. Get him out of his stasis pod. If I can get to him. Jeez. I mean, I think I was right here. Yeah, I was. So. Why are you going upstairs, Yara? It's silly. Don't be silly. You need to be serious right now. We're all like, girl, serious with that. What? No. Why is it a fairy tale? I don't want the. Yeah. Well, I should be a fairy tale. Start. I really. Start. I didn't want to join. I don't want her to join the guild. I don't care. I really don't care about the guild. To be honest, not that much, not to that degree. Alright. Dang it. Why can't you even fairy tale to start? No. What am I talking about? A fairy tale. A fairy tale. Shoot. Hold on a second. There's another ladder. I guess the ladders are the only way we can get across. Well, I'm guessing from memory, because, you know. It's a ladder. Just getting down from there. Oh, I'm dumb. Like, the game makes it look like you can't pass this object, period. So that's why I wasted so much time for exploring. Waist-high fences are in this game, so it doesn't look like you have any avenues for exploration except to go back to where you came from and just keep looking at more places to see if there's anywhere else you can pick up an Eden Prime place. Alright, let's activate the life pod.
I'm transmitting the signal.
Perfect. It'll take a few moments for the life pod to process it. Cerberus has heavy forces incoming. We'll need to hold this position.
Dude, what? Well, no. No. No, there's absolutely no reason. Stupid god powerful. I want to hurt him. Alright, I'm gone. I thought it was... I mean, I don't think he cares that much. It's more like... Yeah, like after that, I thought it was stupid. I also just have her... Goes there? Yeah. Does this character exist? Yeah, I think I'll say that. Because... Yeah, if I recall correctly, Minerva is pretty... Minerva is... Not like that. Nah. Whoa.
Looks like we've got a second to catch our breath.
Or set up preparations for the next wave.
How...
Has the life pod ended stasis mode?
Not much longer, Commander.
Or worse.
If you've got anything special to prep with, now's the time.
I can lay down a singularity to block enemy access.
Alright.
They're bringing it
Ah, this again.
in a heavy mech.
Hold on a second. How do you hijack an Atlas mech? Well, okay. That's what I get.
On it!
Got it! Got it! I'm on it!
On it!
Right away! Got it!
Ah, finally.
You can open the life pod now.
Hijacker. Oh look, nothing to use this on. Oh well. Only got that for the trophy. Open up. So as you can see, it's not really an effective strategy to try to deliberately hijack an Atlas mech. You're much better off just killing the whole thing full sail. Mm-hmm.
It may take him some time to fully regain consciousness.
It's a character there. But I'm not going to say, oh, I'm a bat writer. I am. But it's right. I don't think he can. He's evil. So, we can do him.
Be careful, he's confused.
Anyway, oh, I always love this victorious fanfare whenever Javik awakens.
50,000 years for us, but for him, it's only been
a few minutes.
No, the bunker is falling. There is no other option.
There are pods online. Those soldiers are still alive.
Their sacrifice will be honored.
In the Empire, remember, Javik?
Preparing neutron bombardment. Get to your life pod now.
The bunker is secure, Commander Javik.
What is left of it? A few hundred people. How am I to rebuild an empire?
I don't
Further
care.
adjustments may be necessary. The neutron purge compromised the facility.
Clarify.
Sensors are damaged. Automated reactivation is not an option. You'll remain in stasis until a new culture discovers this bunker.
Yeah.
This may lead to a power shortage.
Do not shut off more pods. I need the few that are left.
Power needs will be triaged appropriately. You will be the voice of our people.
I will be more than that. How many others?
Just you. You can understand me?
Yes. Now that I have read your physiology, your nervous system, enough to understand your language.
So you were reading me?
While you were seeing your past. Interesting. It wasn't a complete failure, man. We're here because of you.
Your people did everything they could. They never gave up. And I could use some of that commitment now.
Shepard, whatever you did got Cerberus interested.
Asari. Human. I'm surrounded by primitives.
It's not safe here. Will you join us?
You fight the Reapers?
Yes.
Then we will see.
Primitive. I'm not shaking your hand. Maybe he's Anlite cover.
A living Prothean.
That's correct, Admiral. But he's not quite what we expected.
Commander, our scientists haven't had any luck in determining what the catalyst is. If the Prothean can help us construct this device, we need his cooperation.
Understood, Admiral.
We're losing colonies faster than we can evacuate. We've never seen a force like the Reapers.
He has, Admiral.
Can he help us?
I intend to find out.
Good. Cerberus slipped up and gave us a new weapon. Don't let it go to waste. Hack it out.
Shepard, I need you down in the port cargo hold. It's about our new guest.
I'm on my way.
That is...
What's the problem?
I've tried to make the room more accommodating, but they're not letting me talk to him.
Apologies, Doctor. Contact protocol with a new species. Assume hostility. We had to dust off the regulations.
Oh, jeez. I forgot there even were regulations for stuff like first contact. We're just so used to every species that's in this game now.
But he's not new. I've spent my life studying Protheans.
Yeah, he's not technically new, so guys,
At ease.
Spectre here. Back off. Spectre business.
Will he?
That depends on you. For a soldier facing the Reapers, I sense more confidence than fear. You believe you are winning.
What do you mean, you sense?
So Javik's dialogue here will change depending on when you got him in the story. If you race to get him ASAP, like I said, then he'll mention Shepard being afraid. But since we got him after we cured the Genophage and secured the Krogan Terran Alliance, after we had Calros kill a Reaper, yeah, we're gonna think we're winning.
It can work both ways.
Like your beacons.
Yes. Which?
You know what? That's fine.
You found one. You saw it all. Our destruction, our warnings. Why weren't they heeded? Why didn't you prepare for the Reapers?
It's Commander. And nobody could understand your warnings. The beacon nearly killed me.
Then communication is still primitive in this cycle.
We pieced together what we could, and used it to stop a Reaper invasion 3 years ago.
Then the extinction was delayed.
Now we have your plans for the Crucible. We've started building it.
Oh. Wow.
Crucible?
The weapon your people were working on. I'd hoped you could tell us how to finish it.
We never finished it. It was too late.
Then I take it you don't know anything about the catalyst?
No. I was a soldier, not a scientist. Skilled in one art, killing.
What was your mission?
Among my people, there were avatars of many traits. Bravery, strength, cunning. A single exemplar for each.
Which are you?
The embodiment of vengeance. I am the anger of a dead people, demanding blood be spilled for the blood we lost. Only when the last Reaper has been destroyed will my purpose be fulfilled. I have no other reason to exist. Those who share my purpose become allies. Those who do not become casualties.
That's a little too extreme, buddy. Like, if I really felt like that, I would have dumpstered the Krogan and faked the Genophage chair just to get Solarian support.
Nothing in our fight against the Reapers has been that cut and dried.
Because you still have hope that this war will end with your honor intact.
I do.
Stand in the ashes of 1 trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters. This silence is your answer.
We found this at the dig site. I assume it belongs to you.
It is a memory shard.
Could it help us with the Crucible?
No. It contains only pain. But I will help you fight. And the last thing the Reapers hear before they die will be the last voice of the Protheans, sending them to their grave.
If you don't mind, I have a few more questions I'd like to ask.
Yes, time for the interesting part of this encounter.
Dozen studies on your species. I've published in several journals that...
Amusing. Asari have finally mastered writing.
I'm sorry?
Never mind. What do you wish to know?
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusano.
So here's my problem with this. This is going to cause people to wonder.
Vigil said they wiped all traces of themselves from the records so the Reapers couldn't find them.
The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No. But they did stop the Reapers from taking control of
I think at least they acknowledge that there's limitations to this, something you take it out of the video game.
I never saw this city. It was captured long before I was born.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes.
The collectors will be created entirely out of that type of mindset.
They turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
So why did you lose then?
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt.
Oh, okay. So I was actually incorrect. Turians aren't necessarily based on the Roman Empire. The Protheans are. Turians are really just Spartans. Like, yeah, Turians are space Spartans, and the Protheans were space Romans. A lot of the ways the Romans Empire fell apart, it's pretty much reflecting the Prothean Empire.
Liara here would never forgive me if I didn't ask you. What was Prothean civilization like?
Yes, I've always wondered. What sort of government did you have, and can you tell me about your religious beliefs, or perhaps the...
We are dead now. What does it matter?
I'm sorry. Studying your history has been a lifelong passion of mine.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
My studies indicated you were the only race engaged in space travel at the time. I always found that curious.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
See? Space Romans.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished. And if they had won, they would have. Many tried. None succeeded.
I had no idea Protheans were so... severe.
It was by necessity. Very rarely we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence.
Oh yeah, the Protheans even have their own version of the Geth too.
They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds very useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
So what do you think about the room you're staying in right now?
About this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. He was powerful, prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
Grunt would take that as an incredible compliment. So, last question.
Is there anything more you can tell us about the Crucible?
Only the stories we heard. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
Well, if we don't finish it soon, the same will be true of us.
Thank you for talking.
As far as aging goes.
I never imagined actually meeting a Prothean.
This has been amusing.
Oh?
To discover the most primitive races of my time now rule the galaxy. The Asari, the humans, the Turians.
There's also the Solarians.
The lizard people evolved?
I believe they're amphibian.
They used to eat flies.
So they weren't even intelligent. Interesting. Solarian cavemen were literally just frogs.
I am known as Javik.
Then welcome aboard the Normandy, Javik.
Alright. We got a new party member. We unlocked the slam bonus power from Javik. And this particle rifle.
You have more questions, Commander?
No, we're good.
Commander.
Commander, you've got a new message at your private terminal. So, Sarah, what your buddy? The one who joined Cerberus.
Alright. We didn't complete the Eden Prime. We didn't complete the Eden Prime anything, basically. Slayer and Third Fleet. Why that date? Oh. That's right. We didn't actually... I guess we skipped this one. Ex-Service Engineers from Kelly. Cool. Crucible. Dissertation we didn't prepare for because the things that to do to prepare for the Dark Energy dissertation is really silly. Okay. 75 for SS Eden Prime, cool. Civil Defense Force, nice.
Shepard. I was hoping you'd check in again.
You okay?
Been putting my old academy training to use. Organizing the resistance. You know, you've got quite a fan club back here. Any news we hear about the Normandy gives hope to the guys in the trenches.
I know what that's like, fighting in the dark. I'm glad we're making a difference.
It's more than that. A lot of these people have never held a gun in their life. When they heard that you managed to get the Turians and Krogan to cooperate, that was a shot in the arm, Shepard. Of the one thing we're in short supply around here, faith. That any of us will live to see another day.
How bad is it?
It could be worse, but not much.
Can you still coordinate any kind of counterattack?
We're hitting the Reapers every chance we get. Mostly guerrilla-style hit and runs, but it's not enough. It's time we started focusing our efforts.
Where?
London. Something big is happening there. Our networks in the UK say the Reapers have arrived in huge numbers.
I don't like the sound of that. Any more details?
No. And that scares the hell out of me.
Well, the Crucible will scare the hell out of the Reapers.
We're counting on it. Oh, and Shepard, I meant what I said earlier about Kai Lang. The Reapers may seem like our biggest threat, but take it from me.
Anderson, I understand you have personal history, but we don't need to shill the Space Ninja cosplayer.
We need whatever good news you can send our way. Anderson out.
Thanks for the dossier, though. I need it for someone else. And I'll be seeing you guys next time. What are we going to be doing next time? We actually have a lot of options ahead of us. We have a lot of options ahead of us, so it might be a surprise next time. Who knows?